Right, let me just get me drink. Oh, gosh. Okay.
Well, do we need a light on?
No, actually, that's okay. That's all right. Better than that. Better than. Are you right?
I was just doing my hair, and then I realised I was itchy.
Doing it, or moving it, or splitting it, or
moving it. All right. I'm There's a good thing and there's a bad thing because I'm feeling old at the moment. I mean, I realise we're called grumpy old gays. Shut the fuck up.
I never.
My fingers are painful in the mornings.
That's arthritis.
Yeah, and my elbow, all the way down here. Every time I pick something up, it feels like my arm is kind of on fire.
Have you slept on it?
No, it's not because of that. It's just because I don't know. I've pulled something, or it's arthritis again. It's like feel like I'm falling apart. You'll go.
No. I don't know what to say to that because you're that.
You're older than me.
Yeah, you're that much older than me. So when I catch up with you, I'll sign of getting old, isn't it?
Sign of getting old.
If we were cars, they'd trade us in for a ULEZ compliant one.
Oh, if we were animals, they'd put us down.
They'd shoot us.
But we're not, thank God. So
if we were horses, they'd shoot us.
That's all right. But the good news is the kids are back at school.
Oh, God. I can park in the street again. I can go to the supermarket.
You have it way tougher than I do because around where you live, it's really bad, actually, isn't it?
There's a lot of schools. There's honestly, it's just like running a gauntlet in the supermarket, trying to dodge them in the fruit and veg aisles. That you just want to grab potatoes and throw them at the kids.
Can you believe we're in September already, though?
I can, and we've got what? We've got what? 3 weeks? Till 2 weeks.
Two and a bit weeks till we go away on holiday, and we're here drinking soft drinks rather than wine. How's your not drinking for the last fortnight gone?
Well, last week I lost £2.
Nice.
This week it should be. By the time I get weighed in tonight, it should be another 3.
My non-drinking is difficult. It's tough. I forgot how much I like drinking.
And how much I like sugary foods.
Yeah. But we're trying to be good before we go away on holiday.
We're both done really well with our weight loss over the years.
Yeah.
And we've maintained for a long time. But we both go with the intention of losing weight before we go away, so that we can put it on whilst we're away.
And then we have to
wait.
Then the cycle goes all over again.
Rather than wait until we get back to find out how much we put on.
Yeah.
And then try and lose it, because it's a lot easier trying to lose it when you're motivated rather than when you're depressed. Because when you come back from holiday, you've got holiday blues, and now I've got to try. So we're doing it.
And both of us being self-employed, you've got to make up the money for the time that you've booked being away. For the first time on this holiday, I'm taking all the travel recording equipment with me so I can do voiceover while I'm away.
Yes, I know the cost of it is horrendous.
Yeah, and obviously I have to pay for this thing. It's like, so that's annoying.
Extra luggage.
So I've got to make the money to do that anyway.
And when we were booking our holiday,
that's good.
Was it a week or 2 weeks ago? I can't remember now. But the add-ons that they charge.
Yes, because the flight seemed quite cheap at the beginning. Thank you, Mr. Ryanair and Mr. EasyJet. Ryanair and SleazyJet.
Ryanair and SleazyJet. We were doing like for like on the computer screen, and they both started off comparable, and then just with add-on. Well, we're going to charge you to walk through the gate. We're going to charge you. Actually, we're so generous. We're going to give you a free check-in. What the fuck's all that about? Thanks. How do we get there without checking in then?
And if you want to send it to your phone, it's an extra £2.99 for the SMS. It's like what?
£3 for an SMS. Honestly,
can you believe it?
If you want to sit together, you've got to pay for that.
So we've decided that we don't like each other enough to sit together.
For 4 hours.
We don't want to be recognised all over the plane. It's like, there's the grumpy old gays sitting together. It's like, no.
We'll just sit wherever you want to put us. We'll sit where it's 4 hours. At that time, we've chosen a really early flight. So at that time of the morning, we'll probably be hungover from the night before anyway. So we'll probably just sleep.
We're going out the night before, aren't we?
We're going out the night before. We're going out all night the night before. Nice. Rather than get up early, we're staying up all night because we've got to be at the airport at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So might as well stay up then. Might as well stay up and just go straight to the airport, have a shower and go.
Do we know where we're going? Do we know where we're going the night before?
On the night out? Oh, it could be anywhere. We can go anywhere. But we'll have as late at night as you want because 5 o'clock is when we go to the airport. So.
And then we fall asleep on the airplane. It's all fine. It'll all be good.
Just wake us up, Ryanair, when we get there.
Yes, so we've decided we're not going to sit together, but we have got the extra luggage.
which would have been cheaper to buy a seat for it
Yeah.
than it was to actually pay
Here,
for it.
sit here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then we wouldn't have had a stranger next to us. But no, you can't do that. You've got to check it in.
Oh, do you remember when we went to the supermarket earlier and there was that woman that I was driving, very kindly let her out in front of us.
Oh, we're doing a transport week now.
Yeah.
It's evolved into transport. So we've done planes. Now we're doing cars. Yeah, we went to the supermarket.
And I let her out, and she didn't say thank you or anything. And Mark yelled, "All right, you're fucking welcome."
And she heard.
Yeah, because our windows
were down. But when somebody stops that didn't need to stop to give you, go on then, love, you go, because she was doing. We were going straight ahead. She wanted to pull out. She didn't even acknowledge.
And then
that pissed me off.
Pretty much drove 2 miles. And in Bicester, we've got this car park that has the what do you call it? The spiral to go down
exit
from the second floor down to the exit.
car park's on top of the supermarket rather than the other way around.
And she literally drove around this thing at 2 miles an hour like you'd never driven round a circle before.
Well, when she passed her test in 1874, there probably wasn't.
That's when I passed my test, wasn't it?
Honest to God, she's probably never driven in a circle in her life other than going to the supermarket.
I'm quite envious of the people that do their driving test now because
I'd never pass.
No, I don't mean that. But they have to learn how to park. Nobody ever taught me how to park.
Not because I couldn't do it. It's just because I'd give up the will to live, waiting to do the theory and then the practice.
I know. Thank God we didn't have a theory exam.
The theory. It's a written test. Theory is theoretical. This is not theoretical. This is real life. This should not be a theory test. It's a written test.
Okay.
For God's sake, calling it theory just because you don't want to use the word written because it will shit people up.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all this is about.
Yeah.
It's all about. When did you pass your driving test? Let's put that out there. Because mine was three things happen. They say three things.
Yes.
My nephew was born.
Yes.
1990. I passed my driving test on the day.
In 1990?
Yeah.
You're way older than I am then. You've been lying about your age for all this time.
1990. I passed my driving test. It was the day Margaret Thatcher was evicted from Downing Street.
So
I came back. And I was so ecstatic because I passed my driving test and I switched the television on and there she was, stood on the steps of Downing Street in tears. Well, when she got in the car, she was in tears. I was like, yes, three things.
So you were about
Thank you, Margaret, for clause 28.
You were about 21, 22 when you passed? Because I was 17 when I passed and I passed third time. So I booked my first driving test the week after my 17th birthday because we'd been learning on private roads, and I failed, spectacularly failed as well. I pulled out, and the driving instructor or the driving examiner had to grab the wheel, so I knew in the first 5 seconds that I'd failed. But then I had to do all of the rest of it. He said to me, he went, "If it hadn't been for that thing right at the beginning, you would have passed because you drove really well after that."
What he really meant was, if it hadn't been for you almost killing us, you would have passed.
Basically, and then. The second one I can't remember, but it was about 3 weeks later. And then about 6 weeks after, because you were allowed to kind of rebook it immediately back in those days. Yeah. And then about 6 weeks later, so I was 17, it was 1987 when I passed.
Joe, our silent producer in the background.
Hello, Joe.
Have you done a driving test? No, never.
He doesn't drive.
Have you ever done driving lessons?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Ah, okay. Well, a kid, I remember like 9 or whatever. 16.
Do you want to come and say hello?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Doesn't want to come and say hello.
You think we throw this together? We've actually got a producer.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So what else? What else? Transport? Anything on the trains?
No, not the trains. I want to segue from transport.
Segue. I like that. That's transport.
Oh, it is. One to another to. From trains to toilets. Toilets. Because while we were in that Sainsbury,
that's still movement, bowel movement. So we've changed it for
while we were in that Sainsbury's where the woman drove like an idiot and we let her out. I want to vote Sainsbury's in Bicester as the worst toilets in Britain. They absolutely stink and they have done for years. And I don't know why. It's just they are horrible toilets. Anybody in Bicester knows that they are awful. And I've complained about it on Twitter before and they've done absolutely fuck all about it. But I don't know what it is.
I can remember the first time, because when you're on Slimming World, if a lot of foods with water in them, so you're peeing like a racehorse the entire time.
I wondered where you were going with that.
And I can remember saying, we were in Sainsbury's, I went, oh, I've got to go to and you went, before you go, I apologise in advance.
Oh, yeah.
And it is the rankest. Sainsbury's, we're going to hashtag you in this.
It's like when you wee, you have to hold your breath because the vapor, the acid that hits you in the
not
face,
just unclean,
it's like no, it's
acid.
oh my god, absolutely, it's just horrific. You can't even breathe.
Yeah,
and it's not from the chemicals; it's from wee acid.
Yeah,
whatever that is.
It's not cleansing. Yeah.
Well, if we're not cleansing acid, no.
I think the worst
ammonia. Well done, Joe. Producer Joe says ammonia. Well done.
Yeah,
he's the clever one, obviously.
Imagine a cat's weed on a mat in the garden, and it just stinks the entire.
You've left it there. Yeah, it's that, but like by 100 times.
I think my worst.
Where's your worst toilets?
I think, and I'm ashamed to say this because this is close to home. Yours is close to home, but mine is Luton. Not the indoor Luton Mole, the outside. They're so bad because they've been used they're used more as a bit of a drugs den than they are used as so they've got those blue fluorescent lights in them to stop the drug addicts from finding a vein because they can't see the vein. It's awful, absolutely, and just paraphernalia everywhere.
I'm so innocent, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, you could. They put, because people go in there to shoot up into toilets, public toilets to shoot up. So they put these lights in there now, which means they can't.
It's a whole different type of cruising, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's just horrible on so many levels. So as a result, that people stop using them as toilets because they're full of druggies. So then it's no wonder that town centres. So then you get these out of town moles that create these sterile places for people to people go, there you go, we'll go there, and it kills the town centre. It's all a knock-on effect.
Can I congratulate you?
Of course.
That we're 11 and a half minutes in and you haven't libelled anyone this week.
I never libelled anyone last week.
We've talked about it. Good boy. I don't want him being in trouble, that's all. Why are you wearing a Superman t-shirt?
Because I am. I'm going to mention Taylor.
Oh, no. I
want to mention Taylor.
Only if you're going to say nice things.
Yes, I'm going to say nice. Of course I'm going to say nice things. It's Taylor. Well done on another few dates at Wembley. Just finished. And, it's been... Apparently it's £1 billion for the UK economy. Yeah. She's done more for the economy than the Tories did in 14 years.
That's not difficult, is it?
£1 billion. £1 billion.
Wow.
I'd quite like to be a pound behind her. Yeah. I really would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. So well done, Taylor.
Still couldn't name a song.
We'll link you. Well, you could. You just probably don't know.
Still couldn't recognise her in the street if she walked past me.
Have I told you my Taylor Swift story?
Probably.
About her singing to me.
Go on.
Would you? No, I'm
no. Go on.
So when I went to see Graham Norton, she was the singer at the end of the show.
But that was like 20 years ago. She wasn't even a thing.
I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not even going to tell you now. I'll tell you another time.